Hi everyone, welcome back. Ciao a tutti. Ciao ragazzi. We are
Hello.
once again
So
we are live and get used to it because as we are getting closer and closer to the household campaign on BackerKit, you're going to see more and more of this live stream. We are going to do um, quite a few live stream next week. Next week,
yes, we'll
both in
start
English
as
and in Italian.
always with our usual pre-launch live stream on Tuesday next week at the
In
exact
14th.
4 p.m. here in Italy / Central Europe. We will write all the correct time in every time zone later. Don't you worry. And of course, today's live, I will speak a bit of Italian because we are talking about really important stuff. I know a lot of you are interested in what the pledge levels will be. Come stavo dicendo, oggi parlerò un po' in italiano. Grazie a tutti, innanzitutto ciao a tutti gli italiani che ci seguono, in particolare a Matteo, a Yuri e a Caterina, giusto perché li vedo qui in chat, e a tutti gli altri, visto che introdurremo i vari livelli di pledge della campagna, cercherò di quanto più possibile tradurre in italiano per chi ci sta seguendo. That's it.
So today we are going to, first of all, take a look at one additional, I believe, item that we never showed before. And then we are going to take a look at the video trailer, our brand new video trailer for Household Volume 2, and then all the pledge levels at the end of this live stream. We are going to talk just a little bit about the first couple of stretch goals because usually we go through the first stretch goals really fast in the campaign, so we thought it might be a good idea to talk a little bit about them, especially in next live stream. We're going to see them up close, but today we want to give you a little idea of the first couple of stretch goals. So, hi everyone. First things first, let's take a look at what we revealed so far. As you can see, we're going to have another big box like this in the campaign. I don't know why it's always full. I should remember to have an empty one next to me next time. I want to show the bookcase for people who don't own household. It's a book shaped box. It's pretty heavy and it opens up like this. And inside you will find 3 books and the screen and a map of the house. And we're going to do another big box. We call this the Opera Omnia box for Volume 2. And of course, inside the Opera Omnia Volume 2, you will find 3 books. One is Household Volume 2, and it's the big expansion, the garden, new vocations, new outside folks, new beasts and colossal beasts, and all that kind of stuff. Then we have a Saga of the Long Winter, which is our campaign slash pre-made characters slash pre-made adventures that you can use either to start playing Household with all these different adventure, or you can follow as a pre-made campaign. And then the third book was something very different because it was the, I believe here, the art of household. So we are talking about a landscape format book with all the illustrations from Household Volume 1 and Household Volume 2 as well. More than 200 pages of beautiful artworks, and it's going to feature some close-ups and some sketches, early sketches, maybe even some unused art for Household Volume 1. And I have too many things open, maybe, yeah. it will look something like this. And all of these books will be inside the Opera Omnia box, yes, together with yet another screen, what we call the season screen, and the
Exactly.
map of the garden. And the season screen will have all the rules that you need to play in the garden, and will focus, of course, on the rule for the different seasons of the year, which are going to have um, a special place in the Household Volume 2 books and in
Yes.
the saga. But we already made a live stream about the season, so if you haven't watched that video and you are interested in knowing more about the season, you can check for the link on our channels. This is what we showed so far, but there is something else that we wanted to show today, because in
No.
Household, in the upcoming campaign, you will be able to find the original house dice, the multicolor dice that are currently sold out, but we are going to reprint them for this Household Volume 2 campaign. And as some of you guessed during the past live stream, we are going to make new additional dice that we call the garden dice, which are going to be, of course, orange gold, kind of brass on green, to mimic the cover of Household Volume 2. So I know that there were mixed feelings about the multicolored dice. Some people liked the multicolored dice a lot, some people didn't. So this time we went with the full color, so you can choose which one you prefer. So yes, marble green and let's say gold. I won't say, I don't know how to, but yeah.
It's all it.
So, and that's the last piece that you needed to know in order to see all the pledge levels. Hope you liked the dice. It was a hard choice on how to make those dice, but I have to say that I'm happy with gold and green. It's a weird combination. After so many years of Household being purple and gold, it's weird for us to have a green Household, but we are getting
Yes.
used to it, and the box is helping because I
Yeah,
believe the
jumping
green.
on the green side of this new household with everything with guts, we can say that. Perché mi sembra abbastanza evidente, mi pare che tutti l'abbiate capito, questi che state vedendo sono i dadi che stiamo realizzando appositamente per la nuova campagna di Household Volume 2. Contestualmente nella campagna potete trovare anche i dadi originali di Household che, come moltissimi sanno, visto che molti mi scrivono, continuano a scrivermi, sono al momento esauriti, quindi ci sarà possibilità qui di preordinarli, perché ve li faremo, visto che sono così belli, a noi ci piacciono, a voi vi piacciono, che bella cosa.
And before we move to the actual pledge level, I want to show you the trailer for the
not the reveal.
Yeah, for the upcoming campaign. Now, the music that you just heard before the beginning of this live stream was made by our friend composer Jeff Grammy. Jeff already did the soundtrack for the first Household, for Broken Compass, Outcast Adventure, and Memento Mori. He's a great guy, he's a great artist, and we love working with him. And this time I believe he surpassed himself. I am obsessed with this music, and it's the same music that you will find in the Household trailer, together with all the beautiful art that you have seen, and with the voice of our dear Joe, who is is kind of becoming the voice for Erasmo. I believe it was already the voice of the trailer for Adventures in the Household, Very cool American accent. So yep, I hope you'll enjoy it. I will put the trailer very quickly, a couple of times since it's very short, and we'll be back with the actual pledge reveal.
Yes.
Quindi ragazzi, godetevi il trailer di Household e ci vediamo tra 2 minuti con il pledge reveal.
The garden. Some call it the outer or endless green. Some see it as a harsh, inhospitable land. And some call it the last bastion of freedom. Some strive to conquer it. Poor souls. The truth is, nothing out there is like it is on the inside. And it is all immeasurably vast. Too vast, even. And yet, if you know where to look, you can maybe find yourself. How am I so sure about this? Simple enough. I've seen it. Household, Volume 2. Welcome to the garden. The garden. Some call it the outer or endless green. Some see it as a harsh, inhospitable land. And some call it the last bastion of freedom. Some strive to conquer it. Poor souls. The truth is, nothing out there is like it is on the inside. And it is all immeasurably vast. Too vast, even. And yet, if you know where to look, you can maybe find yourself. How am I so sure about this? Simple enough. I've seen it. Household, Volume 2. Welcome to the garden.
And we are back.
Here we are.
So
I hope you enjoyed the last video trailer for the for Household, Household Volume 2, and maybe you recognize the voice of our new friend Joe, who already did voiceover for us for Adventures in the Household video trailer, and it's very good to be back working with him because its voice is just perfect to show what the garden is about. This sense of wonders. Everything is bigger, it's new, it's more mysterious than ever. Thank you, Dominic.
and yes, this the what we call the domain contract, which is the magical power that makes the house look bigger from the inside than actually is, or cities of the house be bigger than they actually are, will work even in the garden, especially underground or inside some trees or in the fountains. This will still work the same way, and this also prove that the garden is in fact part of the household because it falls under the domain contract. So who owns the house owns the garden of the house.
Well,
Yeah. So I'd say we can move to the
yes.
actual
Main
reason
part, yes.
why we are here, the pledge level. So we are going to have 8 pledge levels, different pledge levels, some focused on first-time household backers who still need the core book, and some focus on the actual new stuff. Everything that you see in any of this pledge is also separately available as an add-on. So everything you need, you can mix and match the way you like. So first pledge level, we have the guest pledge level. Classic digital pledge for us is the Household Volume 2 PDFs, the Saga of the Long Winter PDFs, and the Art of Household in PDF. This is since the art book is a little bit cheaper than the expansions, this is also going to be a little cheaper than our usual all digital pledge, so it goes for 25 euros. Please, Simone, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, I'm checking and double checking, but yes, 25
should be 25. So 25 euro, pledge guest, tutto in digitale, materiale nuovo. This is everything you need in digital format, everything new, and also all the digital stretch goals. Everything that we unlock in digital format during the campaign will be in the guest pledge level. Moving on, we have the Littling pledge. Now the Littling pledge is Household Volume 2, just the Volume 2, the Garden expansion book, plus everything else in PDFs. This will go for 60 euro, and 60 euro is the actual retail price of the book. So it's basically you're paying for the book and you have all the PDFs for free. This is a classic pledge for us. This is something that we like to do in all our campaign. The idea that you can buy the single book in crowdfunding and having everything in PDF, so you are not missing out in any of the playable content. Sorry, it's getting very cold here.
Who is getting this?
And
it's that time of
I don't know if you can see, but Aria is here with me. She's here, but she's inside her nest. Hi, Aria. I don't think she wants to talk with us right now. So yeah, you can see how cold it is from the cat. So Littling pledge, just one book in physical format and everything else in digital format. Then we have the Outsider pledge level. Outsider is the 2 playable books. I don't know, the 2 gaming
Volume
books.
2 plus the Saga of the Long Winter in art cover, plus the 2 PDF and also the digital version of the Art of Household. So everything new in digital, and just the Household Volume 2 and the Saga of the Long Winter in physical version. Thank you, Cyberdan, to showing the different
the conversion in real
value
time.
of different dollar and dollar. Even if we are in a strange times with the value euro to dollar is changing by the day.
By the day.
So we don't really know how much will be next week. We will see.
But yes, this is kind of the middle pledge if you are already an household backer or player, and you want to get the new stuff. This will go for 110, and you get all the digital stretch goal as well. As always, basically everything that we already mentioned is inside this this pledge level. So Outsider, if you already own the core book and you want everything physical, all the gaming material in physical format, that's the pledge for you. On the other end, if you don't have household, if you are a first-time household backer, we have the Historian pledge, which is kind of the counterpart of the Outsider pledge. This is 120, is a little bit more expensive because there is 2 core books basically. But yes, you have the core book, 320 pages full of art, Household Volume 1, and the Garden Household Volume 2 with their respective PDFs and the PDF for the Art of Household. So this is the middle, kind of middle pledge level if you are a first time household backer. Moving not up but on the side a little bit, we have the figure painter. This is coming back. I don't know. This is something that was not intentionally. We didn't initially plan
Yes.
to have it on this campaign, but it was requested by so many people, so we decided to do it anyway. So this will be kind of a weird pledge because you're going to have the Household Heroes box with the 30 original minifigures from the first Household campaign. So every minis from Household Volume 1 and all the PDFs from Household Volume 2. So this is a kind of pledge for people who
If you
already
missed the
own- yeah.
minis during our first two campaigns and you really regret that, since there are not so many copies left and this is not hitting retail, we are bringing it on the convention. And so if you met at convention, you will find it, but it will not hit a lot of stores. So it's probably the last time last chance, sorry, you will have to buy the beautiful Household Hero box.
Also, this will be available. The pledge level goes for 80 for the minis and the PDFs. And this is a pledge level that was highly requested by people who had the original Household, wanted the minis, wanted the new Household in digital format. So it's pretty it was a pretty specific request that we couldn't do with the add-ons, so we decided to make this pledge available. But the box itself and the minis will also be available as an add-on for 65 euros. So whatever pledge you want to choose, if you want to add minis, you can do it via the add-on. We are not going to produce any more minis for Household in this campaign, possibly ever. I believe this will be the last copies left of these minis that were made, let's say, that they were made during our collaboration with Simon by the Simon sculptors. So very high quality mini, they're very cool, but we cannot make more ourselves. It's a nightmare, guys.
With the truth in our heart, we cannot promise this new minis with our current knowledge and production level. We are busy, as you know, delivering high quality deluxe edition of books and all the other components. So we prefer to focus on those.
I know also there is some mixed feelings about figures. Some people are very happy that we are not doing minis because they are not required to play the game. Some people are very sad because they were drawn by minis or they like minis in general. These were part of a collaboration with Simon. We are not working with Simon anymore, so it doesn't make sense for us to produce miniature ourselves. It's not our job or our field of expertise. So ultimately we decided not to make any more figures for Household. And now we move to the big pledge levels, so the higher pledge levels. There's going to be 3 of them. One is the great return of the Mouse Rider. Thank you, Jay. Now is the one is the Mouse Rider pledge level. This is kind of a standard for the Household campaign. The Mouse Rider is all the stuff from all the stuff that is currently in retail for Household. That means the big purple Opera Omnia box with 3 books: a Saga of the Fragile Piece, a practical guide to living inside the house, and Household Volume 1, all the PDFs, the map of the house, the narrator screen, and the original house dice.
Qui mi prendo un attimo anche per gli italiani, fino ad ora erano abbastanza evidenti i pledge che vedevate. Qua arriviamo ai slipcase. Quindi ci sono 3 pledge grandi con degli slipcase. Il primo è il Mouse Rider, che avete già incontrato in passato. In questo caso conterrà sostanzialmente la prima opera omnia, quindi l'opera omnia viola, con dentro il volume 1, la pratica guida, la saga della fragile pace, lo schermo del narratore, la mappa della casa, e accanto all'opera omnia anche i dadi originali di Household.
E just to be extra, precise, this is not the all-in from the original Household campaign. There was some stretch goal that were not made available in retail, that they are not going to be available for the Mouse Rider, so all the cards and stuff, it's not going to be in the Mouse Rider pledge, despite it sharing the same name for to as a callback to the original campaign. This is just the stuff that is shown, which means the big box, 3 books, screen, the map of the house, and the household dice. So yeah, that's going to be the pledge. This will also give you all eventual digital stretch goals that are relevant to the Mouse Rider pledge, should they be any in the campaign, but not to the physical pledge that will be exclusive for the other volume 2 pledge levels. And the Mouse Rider will go at 175 euros, and 175, which I believe is very it's a very good price. It's around 15% less than the sum of the retail price, and as always the box is basically free because it doesn't have a retail price, so it's not counted in any way. But just the 3 books are currently in retail for 160, so 175 it's we believe a reasonable price for everything. And 175 euros is also the price for the all new pledge, which we call the Garden Hero. This is the new all-in. So if you already own everything about Household, this is the pledge with the new big box, the new Opera Omnia, the Art of Household, Volume 2, a Saga of the Long Winter, the all new season screen, the map of the garden, everything in PDF, the garden dice, and all the eventual physical stretch goal. We hope to unlock many of them. We'll see how the campaign goes. Yes, everything that we unlock, physical and digital, will be part of the Garden Hero. So if you already own Household, this is the top tier, 175. It doesn't get any higher than this.
Questo lo traduco anche per gli italiani. Questo sarà il pledge all-in nuovo sostanzialmente, quindi nel pledge che si chiama Garden Hero, riconoscibile per la enorme scatola verde che potete vedere qui, trovate la nuova Opera Omnia verde per l'appunto, con all'interno tutti i nuovi manuali, quindi Household volume 2, la saga del lungo inverno e l'Art of Household, insieme allo schermo delle stagioni, il season screen e alla mappa del giardino, tutto in una scatola. Accanto alla scatola anche i nuovi dadi verdi e oro di Household volume 2, quindi scegliendo il Garden Hero avrete accesso anche a tutti gli stretch goal che sperabilmente andremo a sbloccare sia digitali che fisici. Quindi questo è il nuovo pledge all-in al prezzo del vecchio pledge all-in, sostanzialmente, che è 175 euro.
And the last stretch goal, of course, is the combined all-in, which we call the Household Hero. And this is for first-time backers who want to get everything there is. And this is basically everything from the Household, from the Mouse Rider, plus everything from the Garden Hero, plus all the unlocked stretch goal, and the Aces deck. So this is The only thing that is not in the Mouse Rider or Garden Hero, it's a deck of aces. This is the new one that we made during the adventures in the household campaign earlier this year, and this is also going to be available as an add-on. So if you want to add it to your pledge, you can, and it's also not needed to play. It's just a vanity item.
Sorry, I answer your question very quickly.
Yeah.
The new Ober Omnia slipcase / boxes will be the same height of the original Ober Omnia boxes. So because the books will have the same height of the original books, so also the Ober Omnia will be at the same height of the purple Ober Omnia.
Yeah, it's going to be the Green Opera Omnia Volume 2. It's going to be exactly the same wide and height of the first Opera Omnia, and it will fit inside all two books, the Art of Household, and the Map of the House, and the Season Screen. Yes.
Yes. And yes, the 3 new household books plus the screen and the map will fit the new box. Yes. Yeah. As in the old box, the 3 old books plus the screen and the map. So it will roughly be, as Rico said, also it should be also the exact same width. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Sorry.
And yes, the card, just to be clear, the cards are not a regular deck of cards. These are only aces, 25 aces and jokers.
20 aces plus 5 jokers.
20 aces and 5 jokers, but 25 cards, aces and jokers that you can give as resources to your players. So they're kind of the inspiration in household. It's something, it's a resource that you can reward to player for actual good role playing, and they can use to perform some moves or to roll additional dice, but not the whole deck of cards. Yeah, thank you. And that's it. That goes for 325, I want to say.
325. 325 euros.
It's the one with the higher discount. All things considered, we tried to keep it as cheap as humanly possible. Still, it's 6 book, 2 boxes, 2 screen, 2 map of the house, 2 set of dice, and all the stretch goals and the cards. But it's the ideal pledge if you are a collector and you want to grab everything and you missed the original campaign and now you regret it and you just have to have everything. Here's the pledge for you. Let me just take a look at all the questions, if there's something that we still need to answer.
Yes, Steve, you can get the add-on as we told at the beginning. If you are not list, every single item you see can be purchased as a single add-on, including the Aces deck, of course, for any kind of pledges. Questo lo dico anche per gli italiani. Questo che vedete è l'household deal, innanzitutto per 325 euro. Potete avere entrambe le opere Omnia, quindi quella originale viola e quella nuova verde, con dentro tutti i libri che sapete, e fuori sia i dadi originali che i dadi verdi, e anche in aggiunta ulteriore un set di assi di household con 25 carte, di cui 20 assi e 5 jolly, tutti splendidamente ovviamente illustrati da Daniela Giubellini, e neanche ve lo sto a dire, accesso ovviamente a tutti gli stretch goal possibili e immaginabili, fisici e digitali, anche in questo caso. Tutti gli oggetti che vedete, infine, lo ripeto per gli italiani, sono disponibili come singolo add-on, quindi se avete un livello di pledge che vi piace, potete aggiungere uno o più copie di uno specifico oggetto, che siano dadi, che siano gli assi, che siano gli schermi o quel che è, potete farlo senza problemi.
2 questions, one about the stretch pay option. I cannot answer to this yet. We are looking into this with BackerKit. I had an email with them just before the live stream, so I cannot guarantee that there will be a chance for a stretch pay, but we will address this as soon as possible, and of course before lunch. So on Monday we should have an answer to that, but definitely looking into it, and I believe BackerKit could give the option for the higher pledges at least. But we
are studying it right now. So we will have a chat with them probably, just to understand, because it's pretty new in BackerKit, this function. So we'll just need to know how exactly it works and if it can be applied to our situation. And as always, we'll let you know next week.
And the duration of the campaign, that's a very good question. The campaign will start on November the 19th and will end on December 12th. So it's going to be a slightly...
approximately 3 weeks, a little more than 3 weeks. 24 days, 24 days.
It's going to be a slightly longer campaign that we are used to, but the reason is that we are going to PAX Unplugged for the first time, which is just in the middle. So we made the campaign a little bit longer to ensure that we were actually here when the campaign would end. So yeah, that's that's the whole strategy behind this decision, I'm afraid. We'll see how it goes. It's we usually have very short campaign. This time it's going to be a little longer than usual.
To answer the imperfect example, what kind of stretch goal will be unlocking? Of course, we will reveal the stretch goal as we go, because if you ever follow one of our campaigns, you know that we like to tease and to reveal the stretch goal as we go, so you can, pass your time gossiping and try to understand what will happen next. We will talk, as maybe we told this at the beginning of the live, we will talk about the first stretch goals during the pre-launch live stream on Tuesday next week. So you could start and grab some information about what expecting. As you know, it's not possible to grasp all the variety of stuff we have in store just looking at the first stretch goal, but we have plenty. We have plenty of things in store for you.
I want to. There's a lot going on in the chat. I want to just answer about the add-ons for Outgunned. I believe we are not going to make any add-on for Outgunned currently, because Outgunned is or will be in the very next days available in retail. So it's in household will take quite some time to be delivered. It will be delivered late in the 2025, so it makes little sense to have you buy Outgunned and then pay for double wave shipping. And also we have some exciting news coming up for the Outgunned line. On December the 5th, we are going to have some big news for you during the household campaign. And I believe that once you know everything that's going on that we're doing for Outgunned, you want to have the Outgunned book sooner than late 2025. Let's just leave it there. Don't make me spoil everything all the time. Don't ask question to me. Sorry, but yes, speaking about stretch goals, did we mention stretch goals? Yes, we are going to have at least a couple of stretch goals revealed during the pre-launch live stream that we are going to host in exactly 4 days. So this very hour that we are in, wherever it is in your current time frame, in 4 days. So in Tuesday, it's 4 p.m. for the Italian time zone. I believe 7 a.m. Pacific time, I don't know. Yes, we're going to have a pre-launch live stream. We'll take a look at the campaign. We'll see the first 2 stretch goals. But I wanted to anticipate something for you. So the first stretch goal for household, it's going to be a new kind of weapon. And I'm not going to say anything about this weapon, but that's going to be and it's going to be, I believe, the only possible stretch goal, or maybe there's going to be 2 of them, about new objects in Household Volume 2. This weapon is something that we like the idea. It's proven a little bit difficult to insert everything in the game design wise. We wanted to have this weapon, then we said, okay, let's turn it into a stretch goal. So we'll see if it happens. So it gets easier to design it and to put it into the game. And then of course we put it as the first stretch goal because we liked it too much. So yes. In the end we couldn't really afford the idea of not having this weapon inside the house. So anyway, it's going to be the first stretch goal. Yeah, that's the process. The second stretch goal is going to be something that we are going to see a couple more of during the campaign, and it's going to be new vocations. What we are going to do going forward, we are going to unlock possibly new vocation for the existing professions and for the new profession, the wayfarer that we presented in Household Volume 2. Now vocation are basically classes, subclasses, I don't know how you will consider them in Household, but are basically styles for your characters, and will also come with new skills and new profiles, and will also need for us to add several stuff to adjust to the vocation, because sometimes it's not just the vocation, but it's like when we did, for example, May Song in Household Volume 1, we had the blue flame vocation, and then we had to add the keystolls, so the key pistols, to the guide, because they were needed to play the blue flame. So there's all a bunch of stuff connected to the vocations. And
it would be very enjoyable to have a physical weapon sent with every plate, but I think being the weapon, it is what it is. We incur in some trouble in shipping out the pledges.
But yeah, so expect in this campaign, we are not talking about the physical stuff yet, but expect new vocations, new possibly options for your characters, new beasts or adversary, new locations maybe. That's kind of stuff we are looking into right now. But the first 3 vocations that we will unlock them at 3 at a time, because basically in a single page you can fit 3 vocations, so we have to unlock them 3 at a time so that we can keep the layout nice and tidy. And the new vocations are going to be vocations for the hunter, so expect 3 new hunter vocations. But since it's hard to convey vocations in a single artwork, what we decided to do, and also it's hard to make a lot of art for things that you are not sure if it's going to be unlocked or not, what we decided to do to present this stretch goal, we have Daniela is currently still making some characters that will be characters from a saga of the Long Winter, and this character represents in some way at least one of the vocations that we are doing a stretch goal. So basically every time that we unlock some new vocation, we will reveal a new character, a new playable character for Household Volume 2. So every vocation unlock will come with the description of the different vocations and with an art reveal for a saga of the Long Winter, sorry.
Yes.
After 5 years of saying the saga of the Fragile Piece,
Un secondo proprio per tradurre questa roba che era un po' lunga per eventuali italiani che ci seguono. Stiamo parlando di alcuni stretch goal, quindi potete aspettarvi molto materiale di gioco, tra cui in particolare stiamo parlando di nuove vocazioni per le professioni esistenti, quindi andremo a sbloccare queste vocazioni a 3 alla volta per questione di layout, non ci piace poi le pagine un poco storte, e come verranno presentate insieme ad uno dei personaggi, quindi verrà presentato anche un nuovo personaggio della saga del Lungo Inverno che rappresenta e o appartiene ad una di queste vocazioni.
There's too many stuff going on in the chat, but I have to stop answering things or I'll spoil everything. So, first vocation that we are going to unlock, possibly, it's 3 vocation for the Hunter. And the character that better represents Hunters in Volume 2 is definitely Fandango. And Fandango will be, I believe, or Fandango, I don't know how it's pronounced in English. Fandango will be an absolute fan favorite since day one. I have no doubt about this. Fandango is a Slua hunter, and this is the first tiny, small glimpse of a reveal that I can give you today, and then you'll have to wait on Tuesday 1 hour before the live stream for the actual 1 hour before the launch of the campaign during the live stream for the actual reveal of the art for Fandango. So here she is. I hope you like this little spoiler, and cannot wait to show you this full art. Also, the reason why we chose Fandango as a first reveal is because not only she represents one of the new vocations, but also she used the new weapon that we are going to unlock as first stretch goal. So she will also give you a better look at this new weapon that we will hopefully unlock in the I hope in the first day. So yes, I understood that reference.
I know.
So yes, I hope you will fall in love with
the combat mariachi.
You will see. I cannot say anything, but you will. I think you will be obsessed as we are with Maria Rosa Fandango. It's going to be, I believe, she's going to easily win everyone's heart in Household Volume 2. But
in the end, perfect example. It's so.
So yes.
So I think it's time for us to say goodbye and tell you that in 4 days. 4 days? Wow.
Hi,
4 days on Tuesday. Hi, Ari. On Tuesday next week at 4 p.m. Italian time, whatever that means in your own time zones, we will be here, at least on the page, on the launch party page, in live stream to show you the full picture for full art for Fandango and talk with you about the first stretch goals and have you help us resist the anxiety that is crippling 1 hour before the launch of the campaign. And then Tuesday 5 p.m. Italian time, we will be live with Household 2. Welcome to the garden.
Thank you as always for being here, guys. It's always so many of you. I will leave you one last time with the household trailer, and then we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
The garden. Some call it the outer or endless green. Some see it as a harsh, inhospitable land. And some call it the last bastion of freedom. Some strive to conquer it. Poor souls. The truth is, nothing out there is like it is on the inside. And it is all immeasurably vast. Too vast, even. And yet, if you know where to look, you can maybe find yourself. How am I so sure about this? Simple enough. I've seen it. Household, Volume 2. Welcome to the garden.